Okay, now it's time to do mana. First, come here. And I want to grab my character. I want to put him in our character folder. Now, right click on content and click accept redirectors. Okay, go ahead and do a save all after that. Now, let's grab our character. Now, we already have mana set up. Isn't that cool? But what else do we want to do with it real quick? I'm going to make a tick function that's going to handle our mana regeneration. Mana regeneration. Or how about mana regen? So, first thing we want to do is make a rate. Whoops. Put in a delay. Oh, right. I can't do a delay here. Okay, hold up. Go back. Here. And we're going to go like this. So, we don't want this to go off of the frame rate. So what we do is we come here and we put in a delay. And my default delay is once every second. Now, let's go ahead and make this a variable. And we're going to call this mana regen rate. Following me? And now that's a stat. Now, let's come back to the actual function and let's make this happen. So once every second, you are going to get the mana. Okay. Once every regenerate tick, we're going to take the amount of mana we have and we're going to increase it by 1. So I'm going to gain back 1 mana every second per second. Then we're going to check and see if the new mana is greater than the mana max. If it is greater than the mana max, then just set mana to the mana max. If it's not greater, don't do anything. You're fine. Now, we could make this a little better and instead of changing it if we don't need to, let's check. Is it's the exact same thing. Is our mana already greater than our mana max? Yes, it is. Don't do anything. No, it's not. Oh, okay. Go ahead and add it. Actually, that's probably then I don't need this part, do I? So, it will check, is mana greater than the mana max? No. Set 1. So I need to, hold on. Is mana greater than or equal to mana max? Yes. Don't do anything. No. Go ahead and add one. There we go. So this should be the best performance, so it won't change the value. It won't change the value if it's over the max or equal to the max. Okay, so that's my gain magic back function, and now let's make use of that. So now once we cast a spell, if it detects one, it needs to then it needs to check if there's enough mana. So, where are we going to control it? Well, we don't want all the spells to cast necessarily the same amount of mana, so we're going to control it on the spell. So let's come to our spells here, and we'll start with the Fireball spell. So, first thing we need to do is cast to our character. Get the player character. And then we're going to get how much mana the character has. fireball spell, we check. Is the amount of mana greater than or equal to my mana cost? Now, if I wanted to make all of the spells cost the same, I could make this into a variable, but this is going to be my mana spell cast amount for the fireball spell. So I'm just thinking, let's have this one be 20. So if I have 100 points and I'm full, I could throw off up to 5 fireballs without restoring any mana. Okay, following me so far? So, we're checking to see if we have that much mana. So, if we do, we can go ahead and cast a spell. If we don't, wah, 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 wah. Okay. I'm going to pull this out a little bit more while I work on it. So anyways, if it is, first thing we need to do is set the mana for the character. And I'm going to control that over here. And we're going to set the mana to mana minus this rate. And that should be fine because we already checked that we had that amount. And then you can go ahead and cast the spell. Okay, yep. Oh, I know what I'm forgetting. Then we need to update our player stats. Control. Okay. And I need to do this each individual time. So we'll just go like that. And there we go. Here's our new fireball spell that implements our, new mana system. And this reminds me, by the way, let's come back here to our mana regen. And every time we update the mana, we have to remember to update our stats. Let's go ahead and save this one. Okay, now I need this exact same system with this spell. Let's give it some room. This whole thing here. And then we're we're going to Control D, duplicate, hold the control, move this to here, reconnect L to our mana check. Now I should be able to slide this in here. And there's my lightning spell. There we go. So now, what are we going to do if we don't have enough mana? Let them know you need, grab this, grab this. Oops. I was trying to duplicate this. Okay. So coming back here. I need to make some room for my fail condition. So, if I fail, I want the set to text to this value. So let me do here. Actually, do want this to be a variable, and I'm going to call this the fire spell cost. Fire spell cost. Fire spell cost. There we go. So, what did I just do? He's going to check the mana, and if there is enough mana, he's going to set the new mana cost, update the stats, and cast the spell. If there's not enough mana, it's going to change it to show you how much mana you need to cast that. So let's do that again over here. Go ahead and duplicate this. Connect it down here. And create a variable again for our lightning spell. Lightning spell cost, which is currently set to the same amount, but I'm going to change that. So I want my fire to be 20 and my lightning to be a little bit more because it does area damage. So let's make that 25. Should we do 25? Yeah, let's do 25. So then they have 4 shots without getting any mana back for that one. or actually for testing purposes, let's bump that up to 50. So I can show you everything I did. So here's our mana system. Okay, let's check this out. So, pay attention here. So now, I'm going to cast our fireball. And see? Every time I cast it, it's up and my mana is regenerating. Now let's cast our lightning. Let's try to cast it again. Nope, no, it doesn't cast. Now it shows you need 50 to cast that spell. Well, okay, then can I cast this one? Yes. No. You need 20. Oh, well, now I have 20. So it detects it. It's like, oh, and then it's like, oh. Oh. Yeah, you cast it, but it costs 50. See, now let's let our mana regenerate. Oh, no, not enough mana. See, I'm getting 1 mana per second. See? Ooh, that just fell through the thing, didn't it? And if I did this correctly, it should stop at 100. Yay! Now, I'm also going to move that over, but yep, there we go. There's our magic system. Now, I'm going to tweak the location of this. It was kind of bumping on there. This one probably can move over too. And then I'll slide those out. I like to have the colons lined up. And there we go. That's it for this video. I will see you in the next one.